So this is in reference to a recent cash grab. It's something our masters shit out, and it is bargain bin as they fucking come. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. The opening credits, keep in mind, this is the X-Men. It's X-Men 97 based on the 90s X-Men TV show. And the opening credits are very similar to what some of us grew up with and remember. You still have the very end of it close up with Professor X and Magneto's group running into each other, showing a conflict. They clash. But Professor X is dead and Magneto is the leader of the X-Men for whatever the fuck reason. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So that's what some of these kids are chiming in about, among other things. So if you read the top, I said this cash grab is absolutely awful. Then you got this kid. Feel free to read that. I wrote him a response. Yeah? Did you read it? I also want you to read this one, because I wrote him back too. Why are you obsessing over this? So first one first, I think they're in order. And you're going to have to read these, most likely, because censorship is alive and well. I'm going to mash avocado while you do. Did you get it all sorted? So here's the other thing to think about. It's in reference to this, and if you look closely, there's the character of Morph, who is a shapeshifter, and our masters have been using characters like this to promote agendas, specifically the agenda that was highlighted. In other words, gender-bending bullshit, even though we live in a binary system, and there's nothing but fucking proof of it. And if it wasn't a binary system, you and I wouldn't exist. Literally, physically, or figuratively, and the list fucking goes on. It's a fact. And everything reflects it. But any shape-shifting characters in the propaganda these days, and I do mean divisive propaganda, are being used to that end. Now, with that in mind, they did get this right. They made Jubilee Asian in this, which she is in the comics. Now, that breaks continuity with the original show, the really shitty 5th season, which is still better than this. And, yeah. I mean, it's comic accurate, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that suddenly she's Asian. I mean, it speaks volumes about where we are today and how people want to just change things. It's fucking stupid. But I mean, on that note, I mean, Bishop should be a white guy, is my point. We should have a Malcolm X biography starring a white dude. But saying that's not okay, it's fucked. It's really fucked. Here's the other point. They pigeonholed this kid in here. He's an affluent kid of ethnicity. He's as superficial as they fucking come. He has no fucking character whatsoever. He is absolutely pointless. But he's in the show. And if you guys remember the opening credits, where Jubilee, that wasn't Asian in the TV show, runs up against a fence. Now it's been replaced with fucking Pedro or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't remember his name. That's how unforgettable he is. Totally fucking pointless. And why in the hell is Magneto the leader now? It doesn't make sense. Character-wise, it makes no fucking sense. So, if you're familiar with comics and the show, I mean, Magneto and, Professor X are friends, long-term, blah, blah, blah. Professor X kept trying to get Magneto to be on board with his version of the future, but Magneto had his own version, or his version, pardon me. And he wasn't about to give up how he saw things. He wasn't going to change. He had conviction. So Professor X dies. In his spoilers, in his will, he says that Magneto should wear a stupid fucking shirt with a giant M on it and be the leader of the X-Men now. So he shows up and he does just that. It doesn't make any sense. It's really bad. It's really fucking bad. Just a cartoon, but really fucking horrible. Especially if you compare it to, the original series. The first 4 seasons are pretty good. They're close to the comics in a number of ways, even though they fucked up the ethnicity of Jubilee and shit like that. And there were continuity issues in the first one, too. Some of it's kind of choppy. Some of it's a little weird. And they aired them out of order, too. I forgot about that. Either way, what the fuck do I know?